It's gonna be a good day. Favorite song on replay.
What to do, everybody? This is your boy Slxck the Don, host of the Glorious Weekday podcast, also known as the People's Podcast. And today I have a new guest. This one's interesting, man, because we got somebody out here that y'all gonna see on TV. You're gonna probably see her on TV even more in the future. She's a great person to talk to her a couple of times. She carries herself very well. She is a leader out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all have probably seen her at the University of Houston. Some of y'all have seen her on your nearest basketball court. Mm-hmm. She probably broke a couple of y'all ankles. It happens, it happens. But I want to give it up to my girl, Laila Blair, aka Laila Buckets. Let me go on and give you like a little hand clap. Laila, you good?
Yo.
Yeah. How you feel?
I'm good, man.
All right. You want to tell listeners a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Laila Blair, known as Laila Buckets. That's my Instagram name. Mm-hmm. I've been having that name for a long time. My brother actually gave me that name.
Shout out to him.
So I ended up changing my Instagram to that name. So, definitely shout out to my big brother, Carl. And, I'm just excited to have this opportunity. Like I said, man, I take advantage of each and every opportunity that I get to be able to speak my truth, man, and just have the opportunity to be on like platforms like this, And I know that this is a part of my journey, and I'm just blessed that I have this opportunity. And I thank you for that opportunity.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited to get this started. Yeah, I'm Laila Blair.
Okay. And I appreciate you because you didn't have to be on, but you said, hey, I'm gonna come on for you. I got you. Yeah. So I was like, I really do appreciate that.
I wanted to experience the real podcast feel. You know what I mean? Because I watch people's podcasts and I'm like, bro, that's probably a great feeling just to sit in like a studio type setting, and have a microphone, So I feel like this is very surreal for me. So
I appreciate it.
It really is. And
this girl bigging me up. Listen.
Yeah, for real. This is surreal. Like I've always like dreamed of doing stuff like this, and I know this is just a step for me. And I'm just thankful to make this step, man.
I appreciate it, man. Well, hopefully, if you enjoyed this episode, I can get you back on again in the future. Sure. We got someone else in the building. He in the corner right now. He don't know that he might be up in this episode as well. But you think you're gonna answer some of the questions if I ask you though?
That's my road runner, y'all. Yeah. He take me where I gotta go.
Okay.
That's my road runner. Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, shout out to her Pops,
that's my guy.
Oh, also, happy belated birthday. I forgot to tell you that too. Happy belated birthday. Well, with that being said.
Yeah, you ain't want to say nothing. You always want to say something. He camera shy now, bro.
He camera shy. Okay.
I'm enjoying the scene, man. It's a beautiful thing to see young people do what they do, man. And I'm just proud to see this is taking place and transforming into something special.
Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. So with that being said, they got me feeling all happy right now. I am going to play a song. Y'all know we play different type of songs. We play rap songs. We play R&B songs. I think this time we're gonna take it to the church.
Okay.
Shout out to my mom and my pops because this is literally all they listen to.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. We're going to play Sunday by Corinne Hawthorne. All right, that was just a little bit of Sunday by Corinne Hawthorne. That's a sleeper for a lot of y'all. Going on, put it in your list of things you should listen to. Not on just Sunday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then some.
Yeah. So
with that being said, I think it's only right we go into the first segment, which is Slxck Thought. All right, y'all. We are in the first segment of the podcast, which is Slxck Thought. Now, Laila, I have a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have you ever experienced PTSD? Ever?
I can say I haven't experienced nothing very traumatic. Well, yeah, I have. Honestly, I can say because when my grandfather died in our house downstairs, I think that was definitely a part of PTSD. That was traumatic for me, like very traumatic, even to where like I was so like shocked and just devastated to where like God had to send in a dream like a confirmation that he was okay. Like I had a dream of my grandfather, like he was young, he was in all white, and he had 3 cookies in his hand. This how I knew he was all right because he loved Oreo cookies, and he had 3 cookies in his hand, and he was outside. Then he went outside and played with my brother, and I was just like, God sending me that dream, me having that dream was just a confirmation like he is okay. Because I was so devastated. I was worried about him because he had died in our house, and I was like, man, it was just all of a sudden. It was so he was dying, but still, you can't prepare for stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when that happened, that was very like devastating for me. But I would think that's probably the only thing would be like very traumatic that I saw.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand how it feels losing like a grandparent.
Mm-hmm.
I never experienced my grandmother passing away because my grandmother passed away like last November.
Mm-hmm.
But hers was so sudden, like we didn't even know about the situation until the day of. And that definitely hurt me. So I definitely understand you, feel you on that one entirely. The reason I asked that question, because my main question is, do you feel that us as Black people are born with PTSD?
I think it depends on the individual. I don't think us as all Black people are born with it because a lot of us aren't born in situations where we see traumatic stuff on a day-to-day basis. I mean, like, it'll be different for somebody that's born in those areas where they see killings happen. They see Black people being brutally murdered since a young age. Like, I grew to learn to know stuff like this. So I know from my standpoint, I definitely wasn't born with it. I had to learn it and I had to see it for myself. I haven't experienced it, but that doesn't make me not want to like be a part and feel for what they're feeling. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like I don't think we all are born with PTSD, but I know some people are because they are born into situations where all they see is traumatic events and a lot of things going on in their lives. But as far as all Black people as a collective, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Okay. For me, I think I'm kind of like where you at too. I think it just really just truly depends. I always think, for the most part, if you grew up in the South, in my opinion, I feel like us, because all of us, I'm pretty sure all of us in here was born in the South. Yeah. Yes. All of us was born in the South here. So you usually, you see and experience different things from other people. Yeah. And I feel like the PTSD from, I lived on the West, I lived on the East Coast as well. Those experiences on those sides, they're a little different.
They're totally different.
But also, I feel like, see, now I'm trying to think to myself, because now I'm thinking to myself.
No, I want to see what you mean.
Because the PTSD is the PTSD might be a little different in those areas. Like I say, for example, you go to California. Okay. PTSD for them might involve like all the gang violence. The things like, the killings, things like that. For us in the South, it might be more towards like racism, things like that. So that's why I said I'm thinking, I want to say mostly, like most of us. I'm not gonna say all of us, but I think most of us are born with it. Yeah, because you experienced it. Now,
I wouldn't say a majority of Black people aren't, but I can. Me speaking for myself, I know that it's others that grew up like me. They didn't go through things that certain other Black people went through. Like I had a great upbringing, so I'm not gonna sit here and say I got PTSD from a whole bunch of traumatic incidents, like as far as police brutality and gang violence. I didn't experience none of that, so I can't speak on it, but I've heard stories about it. I mean, my mother and my father grew up in the hood, and they told us a lot of stories. And my dad, he's from Knoxville, Tennessee, so that's a different type of ball game over there. And my mom, she was actually born in Montgomery, Alabama, and that's a very historic city. So Martin Luther King walked up and down them streets. So you know what I mean? So they experienced a lot of different things, and we've heard the stories. But as far as us and my siblings, we didn't grow up in that type of environment. So
Yeah, see, for me and my brother, like before my dad got back into the military,
yeah.
like when we lived in Dumas, Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever hear about Dumas, Google Dumas, Arkansas, guys, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like my parents, they was the protective parents. So a lot of times, you know, when we're in their face, we always couldn't go past the front porch. You know, you stayed on.
Man,
You stayed on.
just like it. Oh
yeah,
my
you know, you couldn't go too far off. You know, at a certain time, you gotta be back inside.
Yeah.
So that's how they work. But yes, I'm shielded in this situation.
Yeah.
But once I go to school.
Oh, it's a different ball game.
Different ball game.
You went to school in Alabama, huh?
No, I went to school in Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Yeah.
Okay,
I went to elementary school in Arkansas. After that, I ended up going to middle school in Arizona.
Okay.
In Arizona, I think I experienced more racism in Arizona than I did in Arkansas. Because Arkansas, the area I lived in was like, it still had a lot of black people, a lot of white people. So a lot of times, the majority of people that I saw and I was around was mostly black people. Okay. So it's a different type of encounter. Okay. Those, you know, you experience other things. Yeah. You know, our uncle being a cop at one time, chasing someone down our neighborhood and stuff like that. We thinking that's perfectly fine. That's normal. You know, it's like that's not supposed to be normal. You know,
that's not normal.
Or your bike's getting stolen every single time because you just think that's just how the world is. But when you move to the West, it's like, okay, that doesn't happen. But now you start experiencing the racism. Yeah. So it's like, okay, I'm experiencing this. I moved from there. I moved to Virginia. Virginia is a whole different type of ball game. Different ball game. That's when I experienced the whole thing about the police in that situation. Okay. You know, story time, guys. When I was in high school, I had to pick up one of my teammates. All right. Mm-hmm. We had a girl that was on the football team. She was a kicker. Okay. My coach wanted me to pick her up, but she happens to be a white girl. I pick her up. We go out the neighborhood because I live in a nice neighborhood around this time. But she lives in a nice neighborhood as well. But, you know, they're not expecting a black man to be in a nice neighborhood. So I pick her up. I'm getting past the stop sign. I stop. Make a right. It's a cop. He turns on his signal lights. He turns on the signs, all that stuff. I'm thinking like, oh, did I go past the stoplight? Did I stop? Not the stoplight, but the stop sign. Did I stop? Didn't I like keep going or something? This man tells me it's because of my windows. He's like, oh, they too tinted. They supposed to be this tinted or whatever. I'm like, okay. It's whatever. Whoop, whoop. After that, he was like, hey, you know, there's a lot of narcotics in the area. Can I search your car? Man. And after that, he had it standing outside in front of his car, and he was checking, looking. The only reason he stopped because he saw my helmet and my shoulder pads in the back. And he was like, oh, you go to Grassfield? He's like, yeah. And he's like, what position you play? And then he asked me that question and let me be. And after that, that's when I experienced that. I never experienced the whole, like, them roughing me up and nothing like that. Yeah. But just experiencing that, I was like, okay, I'm experiencing this. Imagine people in other places that experience a way worse than me. That's why
I say, like, I know it's people that really go through those type of things. That's why I do feel for them, because I feel bad, like that black people are being treated in that way. You know what I mean? So like, we can't, everything we do, we gotta always be looking behind our back, looking inside of us, you know, making sure we're doing everything right, because you know, we always got to do twice as better than anybody that may be not our color, you know, as far as like white people. They don't have to do as much as we do in many situations, you know what I mean? So every time I feel like we just always got to be on point. Yep. We got to be on point always. Exactly. That's and that it's crazy. It's double standards, but it's crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, but you know.
You're right about that. Devontae, Pops, y'all got any how do y'all feel about it? I'm just trying to see.
PTSD.
Like if
he
black
can
people
really speak on it, because he done
experience.
He was in the military too, so he done been through.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you feel that us as black people are born with PTSD at all?
No. I don't think we were born with it. Like Laila was alluded to, I think it's basically just if you grew up in a poverty-stricken area, probably all of them have experienced it by seeing what goes on in those type of neighborhoods. Now, when I was young, I lived between two projects. I seen a lot of different things go on. I seen people get shot. I seen people get beat up. I seen police brutality. But as far as just just depends on where you were brought up, where
Yeah.
you were born, what area you was brought up in. And then I think that's the main thing is if you were born in it, definitely you will experience PTSD. If you wasn't, you'll probably experience later on in life and didn't hear about it through other people. And me going in the military, I mean, I've got several guys that I was in the military with, and even, me, I've seen certain things happen in the military where I could say I do have PTSD. You know what I mean? Where I've seen guys get thrown over off a ship into the water. I've seen where mines have blown up and hit a guy's leg and things like that. I've never seen nobody actually be blew up and killed or anything like that, but I've seen things happen in the military that will cause you to have PTSD. But as far as somebody being born with it, just out the womb, they have to actually
experience it, man.
Yeah, I feel that though. I feel that, and that's I do believe that too, though. I do believe, like both of y'all said, like it does depend on like where your upbringing is as well. Because I know my dad was in the military as well. And he always used to talk about when he was in the Marines. Back in the late 80s to the early 90s, and how it was when he was in like Somalia and places like that.
Yeah.
And I know, like, it's a lot of times when there's a story he wants to tell us, he can't tell us because he already knows it will come back to him and he'll feel a certain type of way. So I understand what you're saying about this PTSD thing. I know none of us in here can experience what y'all went through at all, So yeah, that's true. That's true. And then Devontae, you wanted to say anything?
I'm pretty much in the same ballpark as y'all. Like, like you're not really born with it. It's like it comes with age and where you've been.
Yeah.
And then also too, I like to add that like it's also about your support system that's around you as well. Like on how bad your PTSD will get. Like you can see a lot of traumatic things, but if you got the right people around you, it can be softened.
Yeah. I feel
but like if you still got people that's traumatic just like you, like which most people are, like if they in a traumatic area with a lot of traumatic events, everybody's traumatized. Yeah. So then you become numb. You become numb and then you become like them. It's a whole life. And then it becomes a cycle, like a whole continuous cycle.
Yeah, man, they don't even be realizing that they experiencing traumatic stuff and they have PTSD. They don't know that they have to get stuff off their chest. They have to speak to people about things. They hold it all in, you know what I mean? And like my dad said, and he said, you become numb to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let me go on and give y'all a gunshot, man. y'all over here, y'all speaking right now. So, I'm gonna have some callers for this episode. I'm hoping my callers give me just as much as y'all three just did.
Okay.
We'll see. So I think it's on the right. I'm gonna call my boy Bryce. I'm gonna see what he got to say.
Hello.
Bryce.
What up, Mickey?
What it do, boy? This your boy Slxck the Don, host of the Glorious Weekday podcast. You're on a podcast right now, so do not incriminate yourself.
Oh, you already know what it is.
What's good, bro?
Nothing much, man. I can't complain at all. How y'all make it?
I'm doing pretty well, so I'm in a room with Laila, our brother Devontae, and our pops Carl. We over here talking about PTSD and things and black people. And so my question to you is, do you believe that us as black people are born with PTSD?
Well, first, how y'all doing over there? How y'all making?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Oh, that's a good one, Mickey. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a brain buster there.
Yes, indeed. Like, just thinking about it, like being black, man, it's just certain things you just raised and it's like automatic, like.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's sad, but honestly, it's true. Like, we were definitely born with that, man.
Believe it?
Or we taught it for sure.
Are you saying taught? So you believe that we can be taught PTSD?
I mean, I feel like it just let's say like we born, but it's like we might not understand, but as we, grow, we don't have to be taught. We just observe it on some stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll be like, okay, we can't do that. Or we can't act like this here. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things like that. Like,
yeah.
Yes, indeed. Though it is crazy. It is pretty crazy. Though.
I understand. I also mentioned like it also depends like where you from. Like
yes,
all of us from the South. Like Bryce, you from what? Louisiana, right?
Oh, Bruley, Louisiana. You never heard of it.
Look, his accent started coming out. So you already know.
Yes, indeed. I used to chew on sugar cane. Oh, you know how it is.
Yeah, man. So I feel like for us, I feel like the experience. A lot of times, it's a little different for us compared to somebody that's saying like Maine or something.
Yeah.
Our experiences are different. Like we're gonna see way more things than they probably see.
Yes, indeed.
So it's like okay, that's why I say the PTSD thing. It also just depends on the area that you're in because sometimes your PTSD could be different depends on where you're at. Like if you're on the West Coast. Your PTSD might be different from somebody on the East Coast.
Real talk.
Because the whole way the whole region is anyway is different. So I definitely feel you on that one though. I definitely feel that. And then that's what I was trying to say too, is like as kids, we're very observant of everything.
Yeah.
Super observant.
So
that's what
so you start getting these things, like for example, certain fears. Some people have fears based off of things that happened in the past that they probably can't even remember because they were so young when it happened, and they don't even know why they're afraid in this situation.
Yes,
like, and then they're like their 20s and their 30s.
Come on now, Mickey, you saying something?
Yeah.
Now,
Look, give myself a good shot, man. No. But no, real talk though. That's how I feel about the PTSD thing. So
yes, indeed.
So technically, like yes and no. Like yes, you can be born with it, but also. No, you might not be born with it, but as time goes on, you start having different situations.
Because you're black. At the end of the day, you're black. You ain't changing your color.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. And a lot of black people hit rude awakenings because they be having an identity crisis, not knowing that they black. And you come across the right person, they'll make sure you know that you're black.
Exactly. Make sure you know,
Make sure you know that you're black. So this something that everybody will learn about or experience just because of the color of your skin.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And I'm glad you said that. Right now, I'm working in law enforcement. So one thing I'm gonna tell you, OG told me a long time. He was like, "Look, man, before anything, you're a black man." And I was like, "Look, come on now, you ain't gotta tell." Look, I'm like, I totally understand that. So it's like, you gotta know. It's nothing like you can't even go around it. Even if you mixed, you black.
You black.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So you gotta love it. And I certainly love it, man.
Yeah, I feel that completely. But yeah, Bryce, that's all I have for you, man. You want to shine anything out before you go?
Man, look, y'all bless up. That's all I gotta say. Y'all, live in y'all right truth. You know how it is. Yeah. I'm a real simple man. Y'all can follow me on that ground. Big Hannah _official. That's all it is with me, Mickey. I appreciate the time. Y'all hold it down.
Anytime, man. I gotta get you to Houston so you can be on the podcast as well, man. You can bring your brother too, though.
Oh, we gonna come cut up.
Bet. All right, bro.
Yeah, already, man. Y'all hold it down, man.
All right, you too, man.
All right.
All right. All right, that was cool. He gave some good insight. Yeah. Basically, everybody so far is kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Right now, like literally, it's been 4 people, and everybody's all kind of said the same. So I think I'm gonna call one more person. I'm going to call my line brother. Shout out to Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I'm gonna hit up my line brother Miles. I'm gonna see what he got to say.
Hello?
Is this Miles, aka Terrence?
This is he.
What it do, man? This your boy Slxck, the Don, host of the Weekday podcast. You're on a podcast right now, so do not incriminate yourself.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you where I got the stuff here at, since I'm on the podcast.
Hey, man. I mean, you could if you want to, but they just gonna hold it against you in court. You seen all the rappers now?
Yeah. All right.
What's good, LB?
Man, Man, what's good with y'all? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man. Chilling. You know, I'm with my girl Laila Buckets over here right now. You know, we over here talking about PTSD and black people, right? Both of them in the same sentence. So my question to you is: do you feel that us as black people are born with PTSD?
Born with? No.
Okay.
But is it passed down from generations? Yes.
Okay. Why you say it?
It'll take too long to get into specific things that's passed down from generations, but it's the trauma and the mindset that's passed down from generations. So it's the slaves who endured the pain. They passed it down to. I was just talking about this in class the other day. They passed it down to the generation after that and the generation. So the rules and everything we began to live by and the things we've done are just passed down. So born with, I would say no. But is it passed down from the parent to, okay, walk this way or do this or do a certain way or if you hear gunshots run or not even parents, it's older people in your neighborhood. You feel me? Like, you know, if you hear gunshots, run the other way, or if you hear a dog, if you might hear a dog bark and run, or you know what I'm saying, all types of stuff. Yeah. But born with, no, I wouldn't say it was born with. It passed down, yes. So it might as well be born with because you're being born into this lifestyle, and to this PTSD is going to get taught to you.
Yeah, you've also got where you know if you see other black people run, you run. That's another one too. You go
to any party, exactly, college party.
Exactly.
If they running, you running.
You running.
Exactly.
No, but you know, I didn't even really think about the whole like it being passed down. Like that really does make some sense. I think Devontae said something like that earlier about it being passed down and everything.
Yeah. It makes sense when you put it like that.
Yeah, because I mean, I was also saying like it just depends on like what region that you're born in, because you know, some depending on the region depends on what type of PTSD you may experience as well. You know, like I was saying, I know that you know, you remember we made that joke about Vermont a while back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, let's say for example, I really don't know if there's any black people that live in Vermont, but let's say there's a black person that lives in Vermont. Their experience is going to be different from, you know, somebody that's been born in like Alabama or raised up in Florida, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, I can understand like this, we could also be different type of forms. And Laila, you had said something too, right? You had said basically, what'd you say? Because you said something.
Man, it's really off of what you experience, honestly. You know what I mean? It's off of experience too as well, because a lot of people, it's a lot of black people that are born in situation where they don't even know what the history of black people. They don't even, it depends on what you're taught as well. Just like if your family is teaching you these things and telling you about these situations that they went through or that their people went through or whatever. But if you're not grown up into that type of situation where you're being taught it or you've experienced it, then you're not gonna have PTSD. That's not gonna. I feel like it comes later on in life, because I feel like just with the color of your skin, you're gonna experience some type of you know what I mean, some type of sort of thing against you because you're black. You know what I mean? So some type of discrimination. But as far as being born with it, I don't think we are like necessarily are born with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, Miles, that's all I have for you, man. You want to shout anything out before you go?
Man, shout out to my boy. Oh, I can't say your real name.
You said my real name. Listen, Bryce said my real name earlier too. You can say my real name, bro. You good?
Oh, shout out to that boy, Mickey Anderson.
He said the basically most Georgia government.
Oh, my bad. Retake. We gonna cut this one out. Shout out to my boy Mick, man.
Hey, man.
Weekday podcast.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I gotta have you back on like in person. So one of these days you gotta pop up to Houston, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bad.
I got you. I'm pulling up real soon.
All right.
You ain't even gonna see me. You just gonna hit the tire marks.
Oh, hit the tire? I was gonna make a joke about some tires, but I ain't gonna make the joke because we already know. If you know, you know. But nah, man, that's all I have for you, man. I'm gonna talk to you later. All right.
All right, man. Y'all be safe.
All right, you too.
All right, bro.
All right. Okay, that was cool. So basically, 6 people, and everyone basically said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a lot of sense. You know, either it depends on the area that you live, depends on if it's been passed on, and it depends on if you actually even experienced this at all, or you experience these things down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was a great conversation. That might be one of my favorite conversations, man. Because, boy, you know, we talked about a lot of different things. But you know how we've been on here. We talked about different things. We talked about we have. we talked about that. We talked about versus battles. But you know, the serious ones, I do be liking the serious ones. Although we don't have them that often. I do be liking the serious ones, though. I do like the serious ones. But now, we're done being serious. We better go into the next segment, which is Tell Me Why. All right. So, Layla, quick question. Tell me why people love McDonald's.
That dollar menu there. That dollar menu.
Be busting, huh?
Yeah, bro. We grew up. Man. McDonald's. And you know what I used to hate, bro? We used to ask my mom for McDonald's. And she said, "You got McDonald's money?"
See, I feel like
and now that I done grown up, I'm like, man, it used to be $1.
Yeah.
$1. And I was like, I just laugh about it now. But I definitely say just the prices are reasonable. You know what I mean? And you can get for $5, you can get a full meal. You can fill up. So, I mean, I think that's why a lot of people like it. You know what I mean? And their food, like growing up, it was great to us. We love Happy Meals. Even though we didn't get the Happy Meals, we got a burger.
Yep.
We got a burger, just a burger. But yeah. So I would say the price is reasonable. You know what I mean? They got a variety of a lot of things that you can get for a reasonable price.
This is why we're reminiscing right now. She already thinks she like, well, I was like this, like, the burgers, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? McDonald's do be feeding the whole family.
Yeah, it's gonna feed the whole everybody.
But shout out to all the mamas that ask their kids, you know, do you have McDonald's money?
Oh, man.
Shout out to all of them.
Shout out to y'all.
No, but the reason I asked you this question because a woman cuts in drive-through line and then gets tased.
To get McDonald's.
Here we go. We're gonna read a little something. So let me see. Let me get back to it because I think it just took itself off. All right. Try to have it load up real quick. All right. It started with a mean Big Mac attack. Yeah, shout out to Big Macs. And somehow ended along the lines of "Don't tase me, bro." A North Carolina woman shut down a McDonald's drive-thru for 20 minutes this week when she cut in line. And then her name is Evangeline Luca, skipped past the order window and got more than a little testy when employees refused to serve her. Cops was called, words were exchanged, and the taser and second-degree trespass charges put an end to things. The kicker, Luca apparently pulls this stunt frequently, and she had her 3-year-old daughter in the car with her. The child is in social workers' custody. So, I heard wow in the back. Yeah, listen.
It never gets that serious.
I have many questions. One, how do they know that she does this all the time, like multiple times? I mean, she's a repeated offender. That's one.
Yeah.
2, I didn't even know you can get a trespassing charge for passing the line to McDonald's. And 3, this is the question I've really been asking myself. Because I read that whole thing, and nowhere in there did they tell me why she got tased. What did she do to get tased?
She cut the line.
No. But listen, people cut lines all the time, but it's never got to the point where someone had to get tased because they cut the line.
So is this something that she does? Who tased her?
They didn't say. That's
Somebody that she could.
Well, it had to be somebody that she could, because you know it'd be some angry people, especially like cutting in the line.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that low the line is.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Okay, there's a little bit more they had on here. It says she did not want to wait in line. Why does this thing keep going back? All right, hold up one second. Let's see what it said. It said she did not want to wait in line, says sheriff spokeswoman. They told her she had to go around and wait like everybody else did and place her order that way. And they weren't set up at the window to take her order or take her money. She wasn't having any of that. When we arrived, she really got mad. That was it. That was literally all they said. So I don't know if she got to the point where she started trying to swing on people or what for McDonald's. Listen, maybe this is what happened. Probably this is my theory now. After we started talking, and I asked you why people really love McDonald's.
Yeah.
If that woman loved them Big Macs, like Laila was talking about the whole like little meal when she was a kid, and her eyes started rolling in the back of her head. That's when I know for a fact that she must really, really, really be fiending this McDonald's. Like she must really, really love. Remember the whole like kid that used to be like Chipotle is my life. I feel like that's probably what it is. It's like the girl, like her whole life is McDonald's. She probably eats, sleeps, breathes McDonald's. She probably wasn't supersized.
Oh Lord, yeah.
So that's the only thing I could think of, because nothing in my mind can ever tell me that I get that hungry or that hangry that I gotta go and cut the line, then get mad.
Yeah, she must got no patience. No patience.
And on top of that, it's not like it's like they're standing in line. It's a drive-through.
It's a drive-through.
So the fact that you got tased, that means you must have had to get out your car.
Yeah, everything.
You must have been throwing stuff. You must have had to go inside. I don't know.
She must have been aggressive, because ain't no way. You got your doors locked and your windows is up.
Mm-hmm.
How they get in your car?
Exactly.
You had to get out the car and try to do something. I don't know. I can't even explain that situation. You know what I mean?
She had to do a life. They had the kid and child like in custody now, because
Man,
she acting up.
I feel bad for the child.
Hey, Devontae, do you have a scenario like why this probably happened? Like why she got tased? Because we still trying to figure it out.
Why she got tased?
Yeah.
Automatic, she cut the line. So, like somebody was definitely mad.
But let's be real. If you cut line in Chick-fil-A, they gonna say, "Listen, man, we just gonna give you like a little free drink, and then you can go just come back around the other end." So I don't think at the end of the day, because she cut the line, that she got tased.
No. I'm not saying that someone from McDonald's tased her.
Yeah.
I'm talking about someone that she cut.
Yeah.
Like they got out the car. They said, "You saw me in line." And they said, and then that was it.
Yeah. Have to been.
And then that ties back to our original question about PTSD.
That's a traumatic situation, especially for that child.
For 3-year-old, yeah.
For the child.
And then it's normal.
Yeah.
In grocery stores, and still shopping.
Okay, Pops, you got a reason why they probably got tased?
Just exactly what he said.
Exactly what he said.
Because when you break the line, man, people are on some crazy
some crazy people out there.
So you get some people get really upset. It's almost like road rage. Mm-hmm. Somebody get in front of you or whatever, you see people cussing you out. Some people get out their car and try to fight you. So kind of the same thing. People just get upset about it. That's why she probably got. And you think it's simple that it's McDonald's, but some people
take that serious. They take that serious.
They don't want nobody to disrespect them. They go to the extreme. Oh, yeah. And that's extreme to me.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Because when you think about it, at the end of the day, man, you talk about McDonald's. You talk about a hamburger. And you go tase somebody over a hamburger, so you'll go to jail. When you go in and you sitting in the cell and you realize, man, I'm in jail for a hamburger.
Something on the dollar bill.
Something on the dollar bill. It don't make sense, man.
It don't make sense at all. It don't make sense at all. Like, But that definitely goes with the first segment when we were talking about PTSD, because that definitely is for the 3-year-old all the way.
I'm trying to get you a Happy Meal, and she
get tased.
Yeah, she get tased, and then you're not even with her right now.
Yeah.
You in the backseat.
So to Miss Luca, you tweaking.
Yeah, you tweaking.
But we done talking about you, and we're gonna go into the next segment, one of my favorite segments, which is Black Excellence. All right, y'all. We are in the next segment of the podcast, which is Black Excellence. And for me, I got a couple people. The first person I'm gonna give it to, y'all have heard this man 101 times on season 1. I'm gonna give it up to my boy Big C. Big C decided, you know what? I'm gonna actually pursue my dream of being a DJ. He actually been doing some things lately. He actually be having different events in Louisiana, sometimes in Southern Louisiana, sometimes in Grambling. And you can see the consistency. He continues to get better. I remember he used to always talk about he was going to be a DJ, but he didn't. He wasn't doing it at the time I was in Grambling. And then as soon as I left, it just seemed like that man was like, "Listen, Mick, I'm a whole DJ, you heard me?" And I'm like, "Bro, you a whole DJ now. You all out here doing everything." To the point, this man be busy. Like, if I hit him up right now, he gonna probably say that, "Oh, I'm out here busy moving around or whatever."
Yeah.
Either that or he gonna say he cooking. It's one or two. So he's like, "Oh yeah." I should. Oh my gosh! Tell me why Big C loves Arby's, guys. But anyway,
My dad loves Arby's too, bro.
You said what?
My dad loves Arby's too.
Oh, you love Arby's too? Listen, I know when these have the barbecues, they was cool. But other than that, I was like, they lost me a long time ago. But nah, I'm gonna call Big C real quick. So okay. Maybe it was just a mistake.
Okay.
Well, what's good, brother?
Is this Big C? The man that just ended my call just a while ago before it rained?
Oh, no, I got my phone, do not disturb.
I'm messing with you, bro. This your boy Slxck, the Don, host of Weekday podcast. You're on a podcast right now, so do not incriminate yourself.
Yes, sir.
So how you, man? How are you, bro? You good?
Man, brother, I'm good, bro. Just living.
All right, that's good, man. I'm calling you right now. First off, what you up to right now?
Man, I'm just chilling about to cook in a little bit. Yeah.
Bro called it.
But listen, bro. I'm with my girl Laila right now, and we in Black Excellence right now, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give Black Excellence to my dog Big C, man. Cause you actually decided, you know what? I'm gonna start taking this DJ thing seriously. I've been hearing about you, man. I seen your flyer on Twitter that one day. I was like, Big C got a whole flyer in for Grambling?
Hey, dog, it's up, bro. I'm telling you.
Man. Good. Yeah, I heard it went crazy too, man.
Man, I am, bro. Actually, bro, on the 5th, I'm supposed to be in Texas for the Plies concert, opening up for that DJ.
Hey,
wow.
Guess what's up, man? Let me give you some gunshots, man. I'm gonna give you 3 of them. Right? I'm gonna give you 3 of them. Yes, sir. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. But I just wanted to congratulate you, bro. Like, keep doing your thing, and don't stop, bro. Don't stop. Consistency is key at the end of the day.
Most definitely, bro. I can't stop, bro.
That part. And you already know I'm gonna be asking you about something else in the future. You already know what I'm talking about.
Oh, man, just bang my line. Hey, if I don't pick up the first time, just call the second time. It'll go through.
Yeah. I got you, bro. You want to shout anything out before you go?
Man, look, man, y'all go follow me on Twitter, Big C7371, on Snapchat, Big C7371. Follow my business page on Facebook, DJ Ratchet Ass Big C. On Instagram, I go by DJ Ratchet Ass _Big C.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'll put all that in the description.
Make sure y'all go follow. I got a record label too, man. Go stream my dog's music. 600 Cam on Apple.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, I told you I need all them artists on one day, bro. I need them all on one day.
Man, whenever I get all of them together, their schedule be so mixed up. But just let me know ahead of time, and I'm most definitely going to hit up.
Bet. I definitely love to have a conversation with them and they also play some of their music in the end.
Oh, yeah.
All right, bye, bro. I'll talk to you later.
All right, brother.
All right. All right, that's cool. I told you he's gonna probably be cooking.
Yeah, bro.
I told you he's gonna probably be cooking. Okay, so that was him. All right. And for my other Black excellence, she be out here grinding. You see her things on social media a whole lot. And I'm like, dang, she must really be a beast out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I see. Then it's like, okay, I see it on her page, but then I start seeing it on other pages. I'm like, oh, all right. Then later on, I've come to find out, oh, she a captain too for the 2021-2022 season. She didn't even tell me about this. So my other Black excellence, I'm gonna have to give it up to my girl Laila right here. You know, I gotta give it to you. Yes, sir. I had to give you that real quick because you out here really doing your thing. You out here really doing your thing. And it's just like, I always love when Black people are doing great things in a positive way. You know, like you never hear you doing anything crazy in the news. You know, you always speaking positivity. On your Instagram, you're always, you know, you're bigging up and talking about your faith, was also something that I enjoy because some people have faith, rather they're Christians, rather they're Buddhists, rather they're Muslims, and they usually like to try to hide it. You don't do that. And I really do appreciate that you know, you're able to be like, okay, I'm comfortable with my own skin. This is me. Y'all gonna have to take me like I am.
Yes, sir.
So I really do want to appreciate you for that. And then just being a great role model to people. Because y'all gotta understand, man, she young too still. Like, and then she got a lot of years ahead of her. So y'all just gonna really hear about her even more. I'm letting y'all know this right now. Like on this small little podcast, I'm letting you know right now, you're gonna hear about her later on down the road. Before you know it, she's gonna be all over the place. And y'all gonna be like, dang, Mick told us about this. You told us about her already. So I'm just letting you know, I'm pretty sure y'all heard it before though. Because like I said, I see it all on social media. If you in Houston, you're not. So, but now, Laila, I wanted to give that to you. So,
man, thank you. I can't even, bro. I really appreciate that. More than you know, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Anytime.
I appreciate that, man. It means a lot to me.
I appreciate that. And do you have anybody for Black excellence at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to shout out my sister, man.
Shout out to
Jayla Rose.
Okay.
Jayla Rose Blair, but her stage name is Jayla Rose. And I want to shout her out for Black excellence because she's still chasing a dream. And you know, she's been through enough. She's wrote enough music. She's been in this music game for a long time. You know, just to see the ins and out of it, and just to see like how you can get overlooked. You know what I mean? Like you can be good at what you do, but still get overlooked. You know what I mean? So, just her having the courage to keep going, not getting discouraged, and just continue to work on her craft, continue to chase her dreams. Is very inspiring to me, even though she don't know that. So that's why I want to shout her out right here on this podcast. And I'm gonna go ahead and call her. You call her? You call her? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can put it right there.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on this podcast, so watch what you say, bro. But nah, I was calling you because I picked you for Black excellence, and I was just telling them about your music. And it's live right now. I'm going to answer your FaceTime.
What's good with you? This your boy Slxck the Don, host of the Weekday podcast. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain at all. You know, your sister said that you're a singer out here. You make really great music. So, you know, we had to hit you up with that Black excellence real quick.
Yeah. For sure. You should check me out.
Oh, yeah. I already added your album into my phone already on Apple Music. So, you know, I got you.
Cool.
Right. And also, quick question. You know, are you cool with me playing a little snippet of one of your songs at the end of the podcast?
Of course.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
You wasn't finna answer the phone, dog. I'm trying to shout you out.
I was doing my hair and they was sitting on my bed. I ain't hear it.
All right, we finna play your song though.
All right.
Bye. I forgot to ask her, does she want to shout anything out before?
Oh God.
Yeah, it's cool though. You know, we know our socials. We know we're gonna put them in the bottom real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But okay, I'll play a little bit of it right now. Then, you know what? We're gonna show her a lot of love.
Okay.
On this podcast.
Okay.
We're gonna show her. Since you came,
all love.
You showing me love by being on the podcast. We better show her love on it too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little bit of one of her songs now.
Okay.
Then we're gonna play a little bit of another song at the end of the podcast. I'll end it off like that. So instead of using my theme song, guys, I'm gonna use one of her songs. So what song you think? What song you think?
Let me see.
So we're gonna play Respectfully. By Jayla Rose. Y'all already know what it is. This about to be my first time hearing it too, y'all. So let's go.
Before you jump in it, you gotta kiss the nana. You got it, no limits. So baby, what's the problem? Baby, you better solve it, cause I got other options. New moves, see you checking out my new moves. Feel like my birthday, so I bought myself some new shoes. New boo, had to go and get a new dude. Then cut that nigga off, he had too many loose screws. Baby, crazy, wifey, pretty lady, amazing, that's what he called me. Kiss me, touch me, hold me, ooh, love me, ooh, baby, come and show me. Respectfully, that fire make you doze off. Now you're trying to take all of my clothes off. Respectfully, baby, you can dip in there. Once you let it go, no, you can't get it back. Respectfully, baby, when I get undressed, I'm just trying to put you on to the best. Respectfully, wanna be next to me. Get to knowing me sexually. My body is exotic, that's why he called me Zaza. Before you jump in it, you gotta kiss the nana. You got it, no limits. So baby, what's the problem? Baby, you better solve it, cause I got other options.
Yo, that's that.
I gotta give her some gunshots. More than one, more than two, more than three, more than four, more than five, more than six. I'm gonna give her 7 gunshots, man. That one.
Shout out to her, man.
That song hard.
I witness this on a daily basis. Like, the world gonna know something.
That song
The world gonna know
is hard.
The world gonna know something, man.
That song is hard. I'm gonna put this on my Instagram story too. This song, right? That song is hard. I gotta listen to this whole EP now, man. Listen, Jayla, you listen to this. I'm letting you know right now. This is it. Continue to do what you're doing right now. This is it. I like this.
Go, Jayla,
I like
go.
this.
Woo!
I like this. You know, I might actually play one of her songs, like the whole song at the end of the podcast. That was hard. That was just a snippet. That was just the first time I ever heard that song.
Man.
That was nice. So, man, that's hard. If you know me, guys, you know I love rap songs, but R&B, I be in my bag on R&B.
Wow.
I be in my bag. So that's why I'm just like really hyped because, you know, I'm always trying to find other singers all the time. You know, shout out to my friend Kay, who's a singer. Shout out to Naya, who's a singer. Shout out to my frat brother Jalen, who's also a singer that I know. Shout out to all of them, man. Just shout out to all the singers, man, out there. Like, really. Because y'all be making my day. That's also a question I have in my mind in the future for singers. I don't know who I'm going to ask that question to one day. But it's definitely a question I have. But, yeah. So, we got to end this segment. We got to go
Okay.
to the very last segment. It's the segment that people start showing their true colors. You know, Laila started saying, "Oh yeah," when we were talking about it earlier, which is song association.
Woo!
All right, y'all. We are in the last segment of the podcast, which is song association. And in this segment, I will be giving Laila here 15 words, and she must sing or rap a song with that word in it in 15 seconds. Now, in order to pass like this whole thing, you gotta at least get 10 out of 15.
Okay.
In my class, 10 out of 15 is a passing.
Okay.
But if you don't get that, then you just gonna have to retake the semester.
Okay.
You need 12 out of 15 to stay in the competition
Okay.
because we have 3 people that had 12 out of 15.
Okay.
All right, shout out to Milton, shout out to KP, shout out to Vero. If you beat them and you go all the way down to the end, which is the last episode, episode 20, and you're still the top dog, I will cash out you $20. You're the winner.
Woo!
Now, if you come out here and get 15 out of 15 right now, immediately I cash out you $20 and you're still in contention for the $20 at the end. That's how it goes. But
Alright.
the way it's set up too, I feel like I can't do that for you. So we just gonna, what we're gonna do is you just continue to drink the water. She can't really do that. So that's over. This is the first time, guys, we ever had someone on that is actually like an athlete. So y'all understand. Well, I mean, the rules kind of changed a little bit. I think. I don't know, guys. But anyway, we're gonna play this game. That's all we know for a fact. Your first word. Let me get my timer set up. Your first word is basketball.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court.
Okay. I would have judged you if you didn't get that one. But you got it. All right. Your next word is loyalty. Loyalty. 5 seconds.
I'm gonna make some.
You can't get loyalty?
Hey, bro, no. I couldn't think off the top of my head. I didn't want to be wrong.
Y'all got any words for, like, any songs for loyalty?
I do.
I have one too in my head. I don't know if it's the same one.
It probably is.
What you had?
Loyalty.
That was-
I was just finna say that. I felt like I was wrong, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking of Kendrick too. Your next word. Now, I'm gonna spell it first.
Okay.
So you know. Knew. New.
That's how I knew. That's how I knew that I was different. That's the nip.
Yo, shout out to the West Coast. Shout out to Cali. Your next word is flood. Flood. 10 seconds.
Blood.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I ain't got that one.
Time's up. Ooh. See, I had to go to the church real quick because the first thing I think of is open the floodgates of heaven.
Hey, bro, my mind don't be going that fast, man. Especially stuff like this.
I understand. This is what I was trying to tell y'all too early, guys. For everyone that knows, a lot of y'all probably been watching this and be like, "Oh, Song Association is my favorite segment." You know, I be killing it. Same people that be telling me they be killing it, they finally get on here.
Woo.
It's a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
it's like
my sister probably get 15 out of 15.
Yeah.
As far as me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot of songs, but I can somewhat, you know what I mean?
You get a little something.
Yeah,
Listen, at the end of the day, as long as you get 10 out of 15, it'll be good.
Yeah.
You know, I have one person that got 9 out of 15. It was my own frat brother. It's really sad though. But you know, it happens. Your next word is return.
Turn of the man.
Hey. Okay. Look, you got 3 of them already. You still good, still in contention. to win this thing. Your next word is love. Love. In the mic. You gotta hear you. They gotta hear you. Go on. Playing, girl.
You got it, bro. You got it.
All right, I'm gonna give that to you. All right. Your next word is night. Night.
Freaks come out at night.
See, I was thinking that. Freaks come out at night, and I even thought of Late at Night by Roddy Ricch. I was thinking about one of those two.
Yeah.
Okay. Your next word is heaven.
Melodies of heaven.
Hey.
Rain down on me.
Hey.
Rain down on me. Got that one.
So I got that one. Okay. Your next word is exchange.
Give me out of you in exchange for me.
That was my idea, so I was thinking of Bryson.
You already know, bro.
Oh yeah, Bryson had me mad for a good couple years when he decided he wanted to be happy and he wanted to drop an album.
Yeah,
but he came back. He came back. Okay. Oh, you're actually doing really well right now.
I'm surprised.
You only missed what? Let me see. Yeah, 2 of them. Your next word is down. Down. 10 seconds.
Way. Oh, no. Say way in the water.
Time's up.
No, sir.
I got that way in the water.
No, I thought it was way down.
For some
reason.
What's the song I had in my mind?
We're down. I had a song for down. See my mind, bro.
I'm going down.
That's right. Yeah. I was even thinking that, but I was even going with just like I keep going with Roddy Ricch right now because I was like down below.
Oh yeah.
Down below.
Yeah.
I was with Walk 'Em Down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Walk 'em down. Okay. Still doing good though. Like the folks in church, that's so hot, you got it. Yeah. Your next word is respectfully.
Respectfully, that fire make you go off. Now you try to take all of my.
Hey.
That's my sister, Jelly Rose, bro.
That's
I don't know
hard.
if I did the lyrics right, but you got respectfully in there.
No, we got it though. Everyone heard in the last segment the song. Yeah. Your next word is waterfalls.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
I wasn't expecting that.
That's what I do, but I don't know.
All right. 2 words left.
Okay.
Next word is door. Door. 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Time's up. I thought you were going to go with Silk Sonic.
Hey! Oh my God, I'm telling y'all.
I ain't even going to even try to hit it because,
Yeah.
Now, your final word. Let me see. How many words you got right so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. This one can determine if you pass or you just gotta take another semester. Your next word and your final word is power.
She got that power. All right. That's that Kevin Gates boy. Yeah.
Got the game. Okay.
I passed.
Gate saves the day. We only got 10 out of 15. She's not in the contention to keep on going, but she passed though. She passed though. I'll give it to her. All right. Shout out to Kevin Gates, man. You know, he saved her. Okay. You didn't do too bad. 10 out of 15.
Man, I thought I was gonna do worse. So I'm sorry.
See, I don't know why everyone always say that. Like, people don't really come in here and really do bad, like really bad. The only person ever. Shout out to Steven and Alan. They're the only one. I keep bringing y'all up. Y'all say y'all gonna make history, and you did. They
made history.
If you go all the way back to season 1, I can't remember which episode. It's been a lot of episodes. I want to say it was episode 12. Was it episode 12? Yeah, I think it's episode 12. Yeah. Go back to that one. Steven definitely says we're gonna make history, and they did. Oh, they had the worst ever, and it was 2 of them. Oh, and at that time, it was only 10. It was 10 words. Yeah, I 30
feel like
seconds.
If I had somebody else, then we would have definitely got 15 out of 15.
And
I got 10 out of 15. I know somebody would have picked up that 5.
They had 10 words. At this time in season 1, it was 10 words, 30 seconds. So 2 of them. Okay. One gets 5, the other gets 5. The fact they had the worst out of everybody makes it even more fun. Wow. No, they got 6 out of 10.
Oh my god!
Compared to everybody else, at least got 7 out of 10.
I'm proud of myself because
hey, you got 10 out of 15. You doing well. You know, you still beat my frat brother. That man came out with 9 out of 15.
That's tough.
Takel, you let me down, man. But anyway, we're gonna go on and close this thing out. All right, y'all. We're at the end of the podcast. Laila, I just wanted to say thank you for coming on. Like I said earlier, you didn't have to come on. She wanted to. You said, listen, I got you, Mick. And I was like, I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate it. So you want to, also shout out to your pops, Carl, for coming in too, adding extra to the conversation as well. Yeah, shout out to my brother Devontae for adding more to it as well. You know, he ain't just the man behind the camera and everything. He gonna say something. Shout out to him. Look, he cheesing on all his teeth. But no, I just want to say thank you to all y'all. You want to shout anything out before you go?
Yeah, man. Shout out to God, man. Just making this situation, this opportunity happen. And like you said, thank you. Even though you appreciate me coming on here, man. Like I said, this opportunity is very surreal to me. Like I dreamed of stuff like this, to be on a podcast. Like I said, I watched many podcasts, and this is something that I always wanted to do. And shout out to my parents, my dad especially. That's my road runner, man. He right over there with his P hat. You know, he be wearing his fitteds now, y'all. So shout out to him, and shout out to all my people, man, and shout out to my clothing brand that will be coming out soon.
Ooh, okay.
I said it was coming out this summer, but you know, some things shifted, you know what I mean? Life happens. Shout out to GFIE, which is God First and Everything. And it's a lifestyle brand. It's not just a clothing brand, it's a lifestyle brand. So I'm gonna have content with everything that I do. As far as when I put up my website, I'm gonna start putting up my content for like the links to my Bible studies and stuff like that. So it's just a lifestyle brand, man. Gonna have clothes, gonna have a lot of different content, positivity and love. And that's it, man. I'm thankful for this opportunity. I really thank you for this. This is major. And I thank you for being very professional with this, bro. Yeah, that's shout out to y'all, man. I pray for prosperity and many blessings for y'all, man. Just keep going. Don't get discouraged. Keep going.
Thank you. And also with your brand and everything, your business, y'all know I'm gonna be promoting that as well. I already know this right now. Everybody that comes on the podcast, I just say thank you for always coming on. So of course you gonna always see on my social media me promoting their things, because it's like, hey, listen, they helping me. They see my vision, my dreams, and you know I don't really have a whole lot right now, so they're not even entitled to even be on. So the fact that they actually support what I'm doing, like it's like, of course, I gotta go and support them as well. So that's why every time you see on my stories, it's always something with her or somebody else that I have. Like I'm always gonna support. At the end of the day, that's how it's supposed to be. At the end of the day, with your people,
it's all love, man.
You know, all love. Devontae, Carl, y'all want to shout anything out before we close it out? Got anything?
Just a great job, man. I enjoy just listening to you guys, man. It's a lot of positive energy. It's something that y'all need to keep doing.
Yeah.
And naysayers, let them be the naysayers. Just keep going, being positive, keep spreading the word, man, because God got y'all, man, as long as you put him first.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
You right about that.
Yeah.
I felt that entirely. And Devontae, you got anything?
I like to shout out God, man. Like, we came
Sir.
a long way. A long way, man. From not even having this as an idea, to it becoming an idea, to it becoming reality. So, like, I like to thank God for that, man.
That's what's up, bro.
And like every episode, shout out to God. I say that every episode, for giving all of us abilities. And, and wanting to strengthen our abilities. Because he always gives us abilities, but sometimes we don't go and, try to strengthen what he gave us already. We think that we're already too good already, but
sure, man.
At the end of the day, you can have a talent, but you got to work hard at that talent at the same time. So I definitely want to appreciate him for that. I want to thank him for the wonderful parents that he's given me that support the things I do. Because my parents don't have to support what I got going on. They don't have to, but they do. And I want to say to my mom and my pops, thank y'all. I love y'all. I say it every episode. I'm going to continue to say it because y'all y'all are my biggest supporters, really being honest. Y'all are my biggest supporters. So I just want to thank y'all. Shout out to Big C that came on. Shout out to Bryce. Shout out to Miles. Shout out to Jalen Rose for all of them coming on as well and adding more content to the episode. I do want to appreciate them. Jalen's song, we will be playing her song at the end because that song respectfully was hard. I'm gonna let Laila pick the song that we should play. And also, shout out to my first time listeners. Shout out to my last time listeners. Maybe you listen to this episode. Maybe you was like, okay, it's too long or wasn't long enough. Or maybe they talking too much. Or really, you just don't really like us. I just want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to be heard. This is your boy Slxck and Laila, host of the Weekday podcast, also known as the People's Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, rate, tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'll see y'all in the next episode.
Way back, you fell in love every time when you see me, boy. We go way back. I want to find the things, so take your time with me. Say that you need and you want and you love me, boy, baby. Say that you want to find the things, so take your time with me. Baby, I can bring the best out when I stretch out. Baby, I can bring a lot to the table. If you better than the rest now, they should test now. If you ain't tryna give it up, what you came for? Baby, I can bring the best out when I stretch out. Baby, I can bring a lot to the table.